All right, everybody, so welcome back to another episode of Colton Posey Fishing, and today we're talking about my top 3 finesse baits for September. Now, these are baits that you probably may have heard of, but these are some that I've been kind of keeping in my back pocket for a little while and trying to perfect my presentation so I can show them to you guys in different ways that you can use them, because, you know, we've got viewers from the northern part of America, the southern, east, west, I mean, all around. I even got some people from, you know, South Africa and Australia, a little bit of everywhere. So I kind of want to dial in presentations, and I've had about 8 months to really work on these baits and figure out what I like and what I dislike about them and different ways to use them. So either way, if that interests you, stay tuned, because it's something you don't want to miss. All right, guys, you know the drill. If the video helps you at all and you like this kind of content, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's a great way to help support the channel. Subscribe. I got you covered every week when it comes to bass fishing. And comment if you have any questions about the baits that I'm fixing to talk about, the presentations, or you just want to talk fishing. I love hearing from you guys. All right, so the first bait we're going to talk about is one of those super simple, throw out there, reel in type baits. Pop your rod tip every now and again. I mean, anybody can use this just about anywhere. It's a great way to mimic shad, and that's going to be a tail spinner. Okay, so this is the 6 cents tail spinner. It's a little bit bigger of a bait. It's a 1/2 ounce, but when you go to buy these, you'll notice that they have a Colorado blade on the back, so actually a round type of blade. What I do is I like to swap them out with a willow blade. Usually what I typically do, I'll take my 1/2 ounce underspins that I have a willow blade on, I'll take them off and put them on the back of these. And you know, these right here are super simple. Like I said, it's a cast out there bait. Reel it up to the boat. What I suggest is speed. This time of year, that water's super hot. These fish are fully pressured. They've seen everything since spring. So speed typically kills in the summer. The faster you reel it, you can't outreel these fish, especially if you're on a spotted bass fishery. Now, the second bait that I want to talk about, this is one of those where I know you guys have threw flukes ever since the beginning of spring, but with this fluke I'm throwing it a little different, and this one is the X-Zone Whiplash Shad. Brandon Polinick designed this. It's a super soft plastic, so remember that when you're rigging this, if you decide to do your own little thing with it, it's a super soft plastic, so you kind of got to be careful. Stuff will come out of this easy. What I like to do is just get one of those little screw locks, and these little screw locks, there's nothing but a hole at the end of it, and what I like to do, I take that screw lock and I will screw it in to the head of the fluke until that little bit of that ring showing. And then what I like to do, I like taking my hook and then just getting a little bit of skin and bringing that hook right through there. Now, the second thing that I want to do, I want this bait to fall straight down, okay? Because this is more of kind of like that glide action. It kind of goes snakes. It kind of goes around like this when you pop this bait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 1/4 ounce nail weight and I'm going to insert that into the head, and you know, kind of the opposite angle. So I'm going towards the hook and I will push that up until it's about at the head. Now, one of the things you may want to do, unless you want to lose a lot of nail weights, put just a tad of super glue on it the day before you go out, and it'll hold on to it a lot better. But what I'm going to do with this bait, I'm going to show you exactly how I use this. Now, it's super simple. It's just getting that rhythm down. It's like with anything. I'm going to throw this bait out here and that bait's going to fall. It's going to start falling, but I'm going to twitch my rod tip as I'm reeling it, okay? And it's going to cause that bait to snake, but give it a little bit more of a wilder action, okay? It's a super easy way, especially if you get on those points and stuff where those fish have saw, you know, the walking baits all spring, all summer. This one right here, even though it's nose hooked, you may think you will miss a lot of fish on this, but you typically won't, because when they hit it, they're hitting it from the head. All right, so the next one that we're going to talk about is finesse worms, okay? So now you've heard a lot of people talk about shaky heads and weightless trick worms and so on and so forth throughout the spring and summer, but this one's a lot different. One of the biggest things that I want to do is I'm going to have me just your regular 3/0 worm hook. Now, I like going with your traditional round bend style, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna Texas rig this. No weight yet, okay? That's the key, no weight yet. But we're gonna simply just Texas rig this trick worm. And what I like to do is leave a little bend in it, just like that. I don't want it exactly straight, but you know, just a little bit just a little hump to it. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, we're going to take this nail weight and we're actually gonna put this nail weight right below the head, okay? See, right here's the head. We're gonna take this nail weight and we're gonna go straight into the worm as straight as possible. Now, you may be thinking, why in the world would you rig a weightless worm or a trick worm like this? Simply because with this weight in this belly, what this causes is when this bait falls, it will actually rock side to side as it falls, just like that. So once again, what this will allow this bait to do, when it falls, it will fall just like this, straight down, but it's gonna rock side to side as it falls. One of the biggest things that you can do as this bait goes to fall is just slightly pop that bait, okay, every now and again, and it will cause this bait to dart, and then it will straighten back up, and then it will start rocking side to side once again. It's a great way to trigger a ton of bites on a presentation that these fish do not see a whole lot. But this right here will catch numbers and big ones. So, you know, if you're out on your main lake points where everybody's hitting them left and right, this is a great technique to use. So either way, guys, if the finesse baits helped you at all, or you like this kind of content, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe down below. I got you covered every week when it comes to bass fishing. And comment if you have any questions about the baits that I'm talking about today, the presentations, the whole 9 yards, or if you just want to talk fishing. I love hearing from you guys. I'll see you next time.